You're listening to the High Noon Podcast. Your host, Mason Smith.
All right, welcome to another episode of High Noon. We got returning guest Sam Prickett and first-time guest Eve Ellenbogen.
Wow.
Well, is that right?
Ellenbogen.
Ellenbogen.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a Jew.
What? Yeah.
What is that?
Ellenbogen? Ellenbogen is a German word for elbow. It means elbow.
Weird.
German. Yeah, my family is Hungarian, not even German, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you first generation here?
My dad is first generation. So my
okay.
grandfather was from Hungary.
Okay, gotcha. That's interesting.
But you know what? I'm still loyal to Israel. So
okay,
the rumors are true.
All right, so let's get into it. This episode's gonna get flagged right away by just mentioning.
I feel like
Israel.
I don't even have to be here. You guys just talk. I'll pet the dog.
You call let's get into it, and the door opens, and it's a secret police, and that's,
well,
yeah.
So obviously
They're wearing the Comedy Mothership logo armbands.
No, but what you guys do this morning?
Today, what did I do? Oh, I panicked. You were asking if I'm stressed before.
Oh, that's right.
I just had panic in the morning. I think because I had too much coffee, and then I went to the bookstore. I wrote my journal. I stopped when I started to cry because you shouldn't. It just always happens. And I'm from New York, and in New York you can cry in public, but in Texas that you shouldn't cry in public. You just get the feelings out in the journal.
Why do you think you can cry in New York but you can't cry in Texas?
I think you can cry in New York because you can be anonymous in New York, but in Texas, I'm at my local bookstore where I know all the guys behind the counter.
Nerd.
Yeah,
you read?
Yeah, sorry, I cannot. I read and I write because I'm a Jew. And I touched your microphone that had a pube on it before. And
that's probably a mustache hair.
It might have been one of your hairs. Yeah.
I don't use that one, so.
Oh, it was a curly
previous guest.
Black hair. Yeah.
Oh, it's probably Ryland's. Look at that beard.
That's fine with me as long as it's not a pube. And then then I went to the store and blah blah blah, and then I showered.
Well, it's nice that you showered.
Yeah, and you know what? I came over here and I was behind someone, and I think it was a woman. And I hate a bad woman driver because I feel like it makes the rest of us look bad. And she was a terrible driver. And I almost followed her into the parking lot when she pulled off to be like, you're a fucking terrible driver.
Was she also Oriental?
I didn't see her. I just saw someone doing this with their hair.
Oriental's very funny.
Oriental is so dated.
It's like it's just old.
I
think anything that's
I don't
old.
think it's mean at all.
No, it's not mean. It's just like
racist. It's not mean. It's just I'm just being a bigot.
They're from the Orient.
Right.
Yeah, but they're not called Oriental anymore.
Right.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be the one.
Oh, it's what my grandma always called them.
Yeah,
oh wow,
right.
Then I guess it's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, dude. So speaking of my grandma, my grandma just turned 95, and I called her up to tell her happy birthday, and she has to think about things like when you're talking to her, she has to think. And I'm like,
you're like, I never do that.
Yeah. No, because she's old as shit.
How old is she?
And she's 95.
Oh, sorry, you
she
said
just
that.
turned
Okay,
95.
okay. Yeah.
And I go, well, are you excited? 95, that's a big one. Getting close to 100.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, to be honest, I just wish it would be over.
Wow.
And I was like, Grandma.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me that.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
She's just like, honestly, I'm kind of just tired of it.
Yeah.
Wow. So she's fine with dying.
I mean, she's 95 and God-fearing woman, just got 3 cats that she pretends that she doesn't like them, but she does love them.
Yeah.
Your grandfather's gone?
Oh, yeah.
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 Everybody's gone.
He died in 2013.
Yeah.
But, he was the man. He was cool as shit. But he refused to go to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So every day for years, for my whole life, he would just take 6 Advils a day. Just every day he would just take 6 Advil, and that ended up being
what killed him?
What caused it? Well, he had a stroke, and then after that, he was just kind of bedridden for the last 5 years of his life.
Wow.
Yeah, bummer, super bummer.
Cute.
How old was he?
86.
That's still up
But he
there.
spent the last 3 or 4 years in a nursing home.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And he was very, very racist.
Oh, that's surprising.
He would yell at the nurses and shit.
No.
Oh yeah.
And they took good care of him or no?
So they luckily
get down.
I had a cousin that worked there, and she was able to be his personal nurse
Okay.
because she knew how he was.
Your dog likes Jews,
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't care. He doesn't discriminate.
but not your
Dogs don't see
grandfather.
color.
Yeah.
Colorblind.
Well,
Is that? I don't think that's true though.
is it?
Can you look up are dogs actually colorblind?
Yeah, pull that
I
up.
don't think they are.
I don't think that you and I have ever spoken like in a place that wasn't loud for long enough for me to realize how strong your accent is.
Yeah,
until
it's
now.
cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But when you go, it's not racist, I'm like, oh, that doesn't.
I have a whole bit about,
Yeah,
about
that doesn't work.
how I sound really bad when I say things. Oh, see?
What the
Wow.
fuck?
Here we go.
dude?
Dogs can see.
Who
and
published
distinguish.
that article though? Big Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from Big Cat. Hold on. Let me read the. Go back up to the color. Dogs can see and distinguish between yellow and blue and combinations of those colors. However, they can't see the entire color spectrum that humans can.
That's fucking colorblind.
Yeah, it kind of.
that
But I think the idea, people thought that they couldn't see any colors.
Right.
That was the whole.
Yeah, it's not black
rumor.
and white to them.
Right,
It's
right. There was
just-
that dude. Do
yeah.
you remember that
Hey,
movie?
Get out of here.
With Frankie, not Frankie Muniz. What's the movie where he gets the dog finally, and then it shows? There's scenes where the dog.
Beethoven.
No, it's where the dog's hanging out across the tracks, and he's like, he didn't care. He could. What is it?
Frankenweenie?
No. See Spot Run? Is that what it was called? Maybe.
Sorry, I was too busy reading a book to see this movie.
Yeah, reading sucks. I won't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
watch movies with subtitles.
Yeah, that's what people say when they can't read.
I'm,
Do you ever?
I'm actually very good at reading.
He's too busy reading the Charlotte's Web to watch a children's movie.
Dude,
You're
I'm
not
a-
even reading like
I'm
a smart
good
book.
reader.
No adult should go, I'm actually really good at reading.
Yeah, I just
That's-
don't care for it.
Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, I love reading.
Also, my problem is, I haven't tried to read a book in, I can't even tell you.
When's
when.
the last what?
High
When
school.
and what was the last book you read?
It was definitely high school, and
Yeah.
it was something that they made us read, probably.
Yeah.
How old are you? Yeah.
Or the last
Really?
the last series I enjoyed was those vampire books.
Twilight?
No.
Oh,
Vampire's Assistant.
I don't know.
What? Wait, and how old are you now?
33.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
All right, me too. I'm 40. Yeah. Why did you guys go? You're like, no, you're not.
I didn't say that.
No, but I said both of you were like 28.
I laughed because I was thinking about something else.
Yeah.
What?
Sure.
Don't worry
No,
about
he
it.
was thinking about.
He's thinking about training
He was like,
forward.
she's. Oh yeah.
It just makes
That
me
was-
giggle.
can-
I put on two trans people fucking each other. And I go, this is a riot.
What a hoot.
What a knee slapper this
look
is.
at these two trains.
Yeah, it looks like an MC Escher painting. Where does it start and where does it end?
Wait, I have to like summarize what happened before, but what you're talking about. Because I came in, it was like, yeah, how are you? Good, good. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, put my makeup on, and then I hear like, what was your day? And then you were like, yeah, I failed at not masturbating.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like,
We both set our records of how long we've gone.
Mm-hmm.
right. And then it was like, what do you like? And you were like, oh, I put on some trans porn, or like, and I was like, did I hear that? Like just putting on my little mascara, like. What? Did he just? And then you were like, yeah, I love trans porn too. Do you like it when he fucks her with the? And I was like, what? Like, it's such an episode of The Twilight Zone. Like, to hear, like, in a cowboy accent, somebody like, I like it when she has tits and a dick and she's fucking another. And I was like, oh my God. Because before I moved to Austin from New York, people were like, don't go to Austin. It's going to be like an incel capital, a bunch of fucking Joe Rogan worshiping, killed Tony freaks.
I mean, it kind of is.
But then,
yeah.
but I don't, but it's like, how do you,
They're not
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
how do you blend that with like, I love trans porn. I love, it's like, but I don't know. You just wouldn't include that in the,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. You talk now.
I
I don't know how to answer that question.
I think it's because pretty much we're just real progressive guys.
yes, that's
we're,
what I've
we're
come away with.
open-minded, you know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
once again, I got this can't be said enough. We're not talking about dudes that look like fucking dudes with tits. Like these are beautiful women that just happen to have penises.
I love that you guys are the most like trans
This is
women
the most
are women.
defensive I've ever seen you, by the way.
But you guys are the most trans women are women. Like you're so
I'm good at pronouns for people. I
right
don't
because
like when
you want to
people-
be able to jerk off to everybody and not be gay. That's what it is. You
know what I
want to be
don't like,
she's
though?
hot and she's got a beautiful penis.
I don't like when
Yeah.
people say that they're a they them. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right, because you're like, can I jerk off to you? That's the whole.
No, like when a regular dude or a girl, when a regular
Right.
just got, like if Sam told me right now, I identify as non-binary, I'd be like, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be wild if I said that?
What if I said
Which
it
the way
though?
you're sitting,
For
you
some,
probably
yeah,
could.
that's true. I do have a they them posture and legs, but
And shoulders.
And
Actually, no, your shoulders are pretty
Are they
broad.
broad?
It's because of the angles. 'cause of the
it's
angles.
the bottom
Yeah, yeah.
half is
Hey,
they
you're
them.
tall too. You're like, are you 6 foot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You're one of those skinny guys. I bet you got a big dick, huh?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
He's like, pull it out. I'll tell you. I've been watching all this trans porn. I've seen lots. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I love doing your accent because it's not really at all.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's kind of mild.
There's a
It's
twang.
not as bad as
Brent
not
Reed's
bad.
Brent Reed's is real thick.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Mhm.
Yeah. He's oh man, dang it, I threw up in the bathroom last time I did ketamine. Like it was here.
It's also
Really?
funny to have an accent while talking about like future drugs.
No,
Right,
it was
man,
here.
I was snorting rails of K. I was doing cat at the fucking day spa.
Dude, have you are you a have you guys done ketamine? Have you done ketamine with me? Because I'm the ketamine guru in town.
I don't know if I've done it with you. I've probably done. Well, no, sorry. I just mean that other people have. Whatever. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, why would we
that's my
believe
bad.
that after you said you're the ketamine king or whatever?
Because of the just trust me.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
okay,
whatever.
okay.
Sorry. Immediately, not even 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm kind of whatever on it. Well, because I've only done it. Well, I've done it twice when I wasn't drunk and I liked it.
That's the best. You got to do it sober. Is the best way.
Yeah, it just doesn't pair well with alcohol.
You heard that?
No.
I yawn weird.
No, I have a thing with burps. That I could tell was not a smelly burp. I could tell, right?
Yeah, that was just a
Like
was a carbonation
Yeah.
burp.
But when I'm around somebody and they have a smelly burp and they burp like aggressively, I have to leave because I'm so sensitive. I could pick out what they ate that day.
Yeah.
And I
Mine are always just drink related.
Right. I realized when my dad one time in the car when I was a kid burped a hot dog burp and it fucked me up because smelling an old hot dog come out in a burp
Right.
is enough to like ruin something for you.
Right.
I
And
had-
you almost smell like the temperature of it.
Yes.
You go, oh, that's
And-
hot.
and
That
you can-
smells hot.
And you know what was on it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know if it was
Same
mustard,
with
relish.
a
Yeah,
hot fart. You know when a fart was hot too.
Dude, I resent a hot dog burp more than a fart.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
because
such a gassy person.
Are you? Is
Oh,
it-
big time.
Wait, but like fart
real
gas
gas
or
gas.
burp
Oh,
gas?
I love farting.
Right.
I burp a lot.
You have a girlfriend or no?
I love farting.
Even
I
ex-wife.
hate reading.
And I love trans porn.
Yeah. It's truly a
And
Renaissance
ketamine.
man.
I love that ketamine. I love those titties and dicks.
Dude, so I've said this before, but this is true. So I grew up with farting. That was just a huge part of my life. Like that was a real big bonding thing between me and my dad.
I'm shocked you don't like to read. Yeah.
And yeah, and my dad, this is a true story, used to walk by me while I'd be watching cartoons.
Right.
And he'd grab me by the back of the head and shove my face in his ass and he'd fart.
Wow.
Wow.
That sounds.
That's-
That's not the story you thought it was.
Yeah, and
That's
then
really-
when I was in the
that sounds like
7th grade,
abuse, yeah.
Coach Jefferson pulled me and my best friend Rusty out of class.
Yeah.
And he said, boys, let me tell you something. Farting will always be funny,
Right.
but there's a time and a place. Quit farting in my classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Good.
Yeah.
That's wild that your dad did that too. Like, yeah, did you see what he just looked up?
What was
Did you
it?
was that for later?
What
That was what I was thinking. Yeah, I just saw. I saw child abuse and neglect. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that is some abusive shit. That's
No.
wild.
That's like that's like frat dad.
Oh, yeah,
That's
well,
like cool.
Redneck more than he was not a frat guy.
Sure.
Right.
Did he go to college?
He did. Yeah. He
For
won a
farting.
scholar.
Yeah.
He won a scholarship from a welding competition.
Right, and he's majored in farting and farts.
Yeah, and metal fab.
Yeah.
Farting and metal fab, and now he's a beekeeper.
with a minor in farts. Well,
actually, I could show you. Look up Central.
Hey, he was a minor in farts.
yeah, seriously.
Hey.
To me, yeah, that's
F
like
minor.
fart minor.
Yeah, it doesn't reach.
That's okay. Or a G minor, like
They
a
can't
gas
all be
minor.
winners.
Yeah, no, you gotta shoot and.
So this is my dad's company in Arkansas.
Is there a picture of him on the website?
Yeah, he's actually go to his YouTube. He's killing it on YouTube.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's got like almost 50,000 subscribers.
It's on the top right corner of the.
No,
screen.
go to his go to his
click on the
YouTube.
logo, yeah.
He's fucking. He gets like hundreds of thousands of views
Wow.
on his YouTube.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Don't play like the sound. I don't know if it'll get flagged.
Your dad's gonna sue you.
yeah.
Well, I think YouTube is
copyright.
fucking weird about it. That dog's dead.
Because it got run over by the thing in the video.
No, but that's where I grew up.
Wow. Yeah, it's a big field to fart in. Lots of bees.
Surely they'll show him
Look up your dad.
because I look just like him.
Who makes the videos? He's not editing or filming.
No,
this.
they got a guy. So go to that far right. One more. Yeah, right there.
Do you even hear it when you do it? Do you know?
I don't even notice it anymore. I haven't noticed a burp in 25 years.
Why'd you get divorced?
What a fucking advertisement! You don't have premium?
This is how your dad is making his money.
Oh, he's killing it.
Is
So
that
look,
him?
Yeah,
John
I see it, dude.
Smith. Is that your mom?
And that's my stepmom. But show
does
his voice.
look a
Listen
lot-
to his voice.
Let's see. He does look a lot like you. Yeah. And look, she looks like a woman who's been broken by farts.
No, she's a saint.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. She just looks like,
you can turn it off.
John, I support
but yeah,
you.
don't I look just like him?
You do, yeah. She looks like someone who's like, John, please open the window. Please. You're going to gas me to death.
Can you go back? It's
Is
gonna
that-
distract me. Can you go back to the screensaver?
Man, that's cool.
But yeah, he's got some videos that have like over 200,000 views.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a crazy market that he cornered.
It's crazy when you see like your beekeeper dad crushing it harder than any of us on social media. But
I
that's
know.
you know what I mean? I think sometimes
wild.
but
Yeah.
older people sometimes they don't really think about like, am I enough and am I good enough? They're just like, I'm putting up my videos.
Yeah.
people love it.
I didn't answer your question. So he's got a guy. So my stepmom bought this like, one of those the camera holder that rotate like steadies itself. Yeah. But they just film with an iPhone. And then they just send it to a guy, and he edits it and puts
great.
all the shit on it. And
It looks
awesome.
great.
yeah, it's
And they do,
crazy.
like,
It
B-roll
really is
footage and-
wild.
Yeah, good for them.
Oh, it's nuts,
Yeah.
dude. I've been crazy happy with how good these pods have looked.
What iPhone is this?
15.
Right. Is that like and what are they up to now? 17?
Are they? I don't know.
I don't know. But I'm just curious how much they cost used because
Well,
I'm Jewish.
I pay $142 a month to have that fucking thing.
Oh, a month. I thought you meant total. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think outright they're probably like
They're
$800 or
at $60 now.
$900.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I always buy them.
What do you use?
used. I have an iPhone SE, like the old school with the button, but it's not that old. I just like a button.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of the so I was a Galaxy guy for a long time.
Right.
And then recently, like, so Nicholas Sapaglia is usually my co-host, and he like basically bullied me into getting a fucking iPhone because he's like, dude, you're making it hard on all of us by not having an iPhone.
Right. Okay.
We can't share clips with you. We can't airdrop stuff. We need you to fucking get an iPhone.
Fair enough.
So once my Galaxy started, just the battery, you had to keep it plugged in kind of all the time.
Mm.
The battery is always the first thing to fucking go on these goddamn phones.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll get an iPhone. And I did, and it pisses me off daily.
Really?
Yeah. Because when you do when you say, hey, SIRI,
Yeah.
don't say it out loud because it'll probably make it fucking,
Stop.
is it good? Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't work. Like, and I just
Well,
don't.
with the Galaxy, it did always.
That wasn't a thing on the Galaxy.
Right. Okay. But yeah, that you can't.
And then
Shit on an
there's
iPhone
no.
with that.
So sometimes when you're, so with the Galaxy, you could have a whole Rolodex of links that you'd save.
Yeah.
And you could just go in there and share that link. iPhone, you got to do it new every time. You got to do a new fucking share.
I don't really get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
It's just annoying. There's a lot of little things that piss me off with it. The autocorrect sucks. It makes me spell things wrong a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I try to
Yeah.
say the N word and it just says bigger.
Right.
If my iPhone finally.
There's a bigger on my lawn. A bigger what?
That's how you,
God.
That was too close. I don't want that. Sorry, that was way too close. I hate that. Fuck. I'm sorry.
just bring it out
I'm
in
gay.
people.
I watch black trans porn. Everything's fine.
Well, for me, I'm like, what do I have
Now
to
that's
say?
where I draw the line.
Like, how much of an objection do I have to raise so that I don't get canceled with you? You know what I mean? Like, so that I go, well, I said, hey.
Well, you're Jewish.
Yeah, you could.
That's
No,
true.
go with that. We'll cut it, and then you get like mad at both of us, right?
Right. Or you can cut something different, and then I'm like, you know, like it's like it looks like I thought it was the best. I'll be like, no, they edited it.
Hey,
Yeah.
what part of New York are you from?
Jewville. No,
Oh, so like everywhere?
No, I'm just
Or Brooklyn?
No, that's where I lived before. I'm from Westchester, which is White Plains.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Which so White Plains is like a suburb of New York City.
So I lived in Boston for 8 years.
Right.
And there was this town there where Nat Rogachevsky's from called Newton.
Yeah, yeah.
And
no,
they just called it Jewton.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of Jews in.
Tons.
Of course, he's Jewish. Yeah, tons.
By
Like,
weight.
and he's like,
You said it by weight.
you're like too
Tons.
many if you ask me.
No, I'm an honorary Jew. I stand with Israel.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're an honorary Jew.
I am. Nat said so.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Yeah.
He's more religious than I am. I think.
Lately, he has been doing a lot of Jew stuff. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
What do you think Jew stuff is?
Like, talking to
Earning
the rabbi.
money,
Okay.
going to
investing.
temple.
All right.
Yeah, investing, controlling the
He
weather.
doesn't like
Yeah.
tie leathers on his arms or anything. Or is
Leather?
that's Catholics, isn't it?
No, that's Jews.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's called oh my god, what's it
So,
called? Yeah, I forget.
I went to I've
To
been
fill
in,
in, yeah.
I've been in New York quite a bit of times for like concerts and stuff. I've never been there for comedy.
By the way, I said some funny things that you didn't even hear. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know people will
Let's
hear it.
recap.
Yeah, you said he's doing all this Jew stuff. Like what? And I said, investing, controlling the media.
Oh, yeah.
But you didn't, or
Well,
controlling the weather. I think I said.
Re-saying it is always the best.
No, but I wanted to say it because I just wanted you to know. I wrote a note in my phone. I won't say that this is true of this generally, but I wrote in my phone that because I'm a female comic, hanging out with male comics, most of my life is just saying funny things that men don't hear. Like and I'm always like below, like the guys are above me and they're saying stuff back and forth and I'm like, ding, ding, ding. And I'm being really funny and no one hears and nobody here. And I'm like, I gotta bring a stool because men are just like, like they'll sometimes like circle back around and say something funny that I said. And I'm like, I said that 3 things ago, you stupid fucking asshole.
Hey, did you know, Jews, they control the weather and the media?
I was gonna wait for a time to do it. You really jumped the gun on that one.
But it's like, maybe that's like why I do stand up. Because it's like finally like everybody has to listen to me for like 10 to 12 minutes at a time. And I'm just like, shut up, man. Shut up and listen. I'm funny, And they go,
You fucking killed the other night.
thank you.
You were very I've never
Thanks,
seen
man.
you do I haven't seen your stand-up.
Thanks,
You're
yeah.
very funny.
Thank you. What?
Yeah, it was great.
Thanks.
Yeah,
that
very
was,
cool that you got to go up at fucking Mothership. Sick.
Yeah, it was
And
cool.
and now you know my best friend Andrew Vickers.
Yeah, who was on before me.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah, he's the one that I started this podcast with.
Oh, cool.
Boston.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
from Boston.
Right. What?
Yeah,
You don't hear the Boston accent.
Right.
South
Yeah.
South. Boston.
He's from South.
I'm from Boston. My father keeps bees. I love trans porn and Jews.
I do love Jews. I do. I really do.
I
find
don't
it
read because I
fascinating.
read too many books at Harvard.
Dude, when I lived in Boston, so I would go. So when I first moved there, I was 22,
Right.
and I worked. At
And you
this
worked at
liquor
MIT.
store.
You were the janitor at MIT.
No.
You know what that is, yeah?
Yeah.
The plot of
Goodwill
yeah.
Yeah,
beekeeping.
Yeah.
So you worked what in a store?
I worked at a liquor store. That was when I first moved there, and all the college kids would come in, and they just I was the guy that worked at the liquor store, which
Right.
is the cool thing. That's cool. But I was the same age as these college kids,
Right.
And they loved me, and they would invite Bill. Chill.
He's good.
You sure?
Chill, Bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he would. I got invited to all these college parties, all these frat parties.
Right.
And so I would go, and I swear to God, I've said I would actually go. Yeah, I'm actually going to Harvard. I got a scholarship from Arkansas to go to Harvard, and people would be like, "For real?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I go to Harvard, dude."
And they believed you.
I don't know if they believed it, but they liked it.
Yeah. This guy's the fucking best.
Yeah.
This guy's get him a girl who's been roofied. Bring her in. I'm just saying the frats. I'm not saying you did it.
Right.
I'm just saying.
He always turned it down, but it did happen.
Yeah.
He'd go, no.
I mean, it was. I mean, I never saw anything too fucking weird like that.
Sorry,
But they
sorry.
did have. They had this hose that went
Like-
down the stairs.
Yeah.
And they would just dump alcohol in it, and you would just walk up and just drink
Wow.
from the hose.
Wow.
Okay. I don't even know.
So, like, picture a
Yeah.
staircase with a tube on it, and at the top was a funnel. Bill, dude.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's my guy. Does he do this with
Speaking
people?
of
No.
gay,
No, he does it with women sometimes.
Yeah, your
but
dog thinks I'm trans.
yeah,
I'm so
he's like,
glad.
all this trans talk
Uh-huh.
really got me going.
I'm so glad I'm out in this seat right here. This is but yeah. So it's like, did they have holes coming out of the hose, or was it like one mouth, like one thing at the bottom? Oh my god, I think you might be dying. I'm so
I am
gassy.
on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm very sad. And so,
Aw.
so at the top of the stairs, it was like, like a beer funnel.
Yeah.
And they would just dump whatever in there. And you
Right.
and you just go up and just drink it.
And it's like an ongoing thing, and people just kept walking. And were they continuously pouring it, or they had poured it once and it was just always coming out?
I mean, it would be it would just, whoever was up there would take care of it.
Right.
Every hour on the hour.
It's kind
Like
of
a church bell.
And all these frat parties, so I'm sure growing up in New York, you know about this too, but basements are huge in the Northeast. Everywhere
Yeah,
has a basement.
we all have basement. Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
basement. Yeah.
And whether it's finished or not.
We don't even think about it. I didn't even know people didn't have basements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Arkansas.
Right. And no one
And-
has a basement.
Well, when I was in high school,
Right.
8th grade through 12th grade, I lived in the basement. It was finished.
Right.
And it was sick. It was like my own apartment. I had my own bathroom.
That's great.
A bedroom, and then I had my huge living room with all my band equipment was set up in the corner.
That's pretty
I had
cool.
one of the coolest high school experiences you could have.
I was in the attic because I'm Jewish, and I didn't have a bathroom, but I had like a huge space. And
Did they call you Ann Stank?
yeah, no, they were just like, "Can you go upstairs?"
That wasn't bad.
I like
It was,
this.
it was all right. I was like,
Go
"What was?"
away.
Oh, Bill,
Go sit down.
go lie down. Go lie down. Like he's so betrayed.
So your attic was finished though, right?
Yeah, they finished it. Basically, I was going to take my brother's room because he moved out, went to college. And my stepmother, who'd recently moved in when I was 13, wanted my brother's room as her art studio because she's like doing art. And so then I was like, I've waited my whole life for this room because it was a bigger room. So my dad compromised by saying, I'll finish the attic and you can move upstairs.
Now-
and I was like, I'll do it.
Did you have to go up the stairs that you pull down?
No, we
from
built stairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because initially I thought that was how I was going to be. And the truth is, I probably would have liked that more.
Because you could
Privacy.
pull
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you'd be stuck though because you can't open
Well,
it.
you could-
It's like Chevy Chase in Christmas Story.
Chevy Chase in Christmas Story?
Yeah, because the ladder accidentally they close it when he's up there.
And
You
the
know
Chri-
Christmas.
I know
Story.
Christmas Story, like the.
When you get stuck.
you'll
in the
shoot-
It's
attic.
not called
You're-
Christmas Story.
I don't
What's
think
that
it's
movie
Christmas Story.
called?
Christmas Vacation.
Okay,
Sorry,
because I was
sorry.
like, Christmas
No,
Story
you're
is
right,
you'll
you're
shoot your
right.
eye out. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
I've seen
my
that.
bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. But you can always just push the stairs back down.
You'd probably fall with it, I think.
Not in my attic. I wouldn't have. But they built stairs anyway.
Oh, okay. So it was more like just a third floor.
Yeah. And that was, oh my God. I can't believe you're like living. With the
I'm a
amount,
specimen.
you're like in a volcano.
Yeah.
It's
People
like,
say I should be.
Well, that's why
studying.
he's living. The burps are keeping him alive. It's
Seriously.
keeping the pressure down.
yeah,
the gas
it's true.
relief
Yeah.
But I'm like,
valve.
what's
If he
going
didn't
on?
burp, he'd just.
But I'm like, what's going on inside of you?
A
That's like,
lot.
like just like constant
I have been
bubbles.
eating salad lately.
Oh, look
I've
at
had
you.
about 10
10 and how long this year?
forever.
Really?
Yeah.
10 salads in your life?
Yeah, maybe 11.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
It's
I got
just
a bit about it.
I'm like, men are not women, which I know. Well, not for anyway.
I don't care for them though. I have to eat them really fast.
Every woman is like, all I eat is salad. I just feel like I can't get anything. You know, like we just are taught to like, you have to eat leaves or else you're bad.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, my ex loves salad. She's a vegetarian anyways, but she loves salad. I'm not convinced people actually enjoy them.
I do love a salad.
Like,
but I also
think
love
it's all
yeah.
just like you said. It's just more lies from Big Salad, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I like a blue cheese wedge, pretty good.
Right.
But that's not. I like every
Can you
unhealthy
pull up a blue
salad.
cheese wedge?
Yeah, pull up
What
a
does
blue
it
cheese.
know what a
blue
wedge.
cheese
Actually,
wedge
if you
is?
could pull up two guys kissing.
Yeah.
Dude,
I always thought about that as like going on Rogan and just whoever the guest is. Like, Jamie, could you pull up two guys kissing, please?
I don't, dude. When I went to New Orleans last month, and when I was in the airport, I had a baby spinach salad with chicken in it.
Yeah.
And it had almonds in it.
Yeah.
And that was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I liked it way better than a fucking Caesar.
I
don't. That's got tomato. I don't like tomatoes.
No, usually they don't have tomatoes. Sometimes I guess they do, but it's really just like a wedge of iceberg lettuce covered in blue cheese dressing with some bacon on there. Yeah, it's like an old school salad.
No, wouldn't like that one.
I think you could. Do you like blue cheese?
No, not really. I do the so the bag that I buy the spring mix. So it's got like shredded carrots and
I love it. I love that you're just discovering. You're like, it's this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got carrots.
But I douse it in zesty Italian and croutons.
Croutons.
Croutons,
Oh my God.
Italian, Oriental.
Yeah.
You're really like kind of like a
croutons.
I don't even know.
It makes
like
me,
a history book.
Or like it's like you came here in a spaceship and only studied a book from the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Croutons. I love my croutons and my bag of spring mix salad.
You almost feel like an undiscovered tribe that when we discovered them, like we should have left them alone.
like I'm just throwing spears. If
Yeah.
Well, it's
just a spear through a fucking Bible.
It's so funny to realize, like, I feel like this living in, because I lived overseas for a long time.
And where?
I lived in Australia. I lived in Korea. I lived in the UK.
That's right.
But to me, what's like really interesting is moving to Texas, like my own country, and being like, our lives are so different. Like, it's so easy to say that in Korea, obviously.
Right.
But in Texas, I'm like, you've had 10 salads in your whole, and your father.
First one was 2 years ago.
Right. And your father farts in your mouth.
Yep.
Like, just all that. I'm like, wow.
And that was just breakfast.
Yeah. But it's just like, you're like, wow. Like, you just realize, like, you can be in the same country, same currency, language, technically education system, but like your experiences are so different, you know?
Was that you?
Yeah, that was him.
Sit still.
The dog can do whatever it wants. The dog can chew bones. It can rape Sam.
He's mad that I made him go away.
Yeah. But you can't make a sound. How dare you make a sound?
Yeah.
And then meanwhile you're over here like, like, and then shh, I'm distracted. Everybody quiet on the set. You've got such a great laugh, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It comes up with all the gas. It just comes out of you from the very depths.
Did you see? I got a pedicure.
I didn't see,
Oh,
but
wow.
looks a little creepy, honestly. Yeah.
I
think
that's insane.
What size is your shoe?
11.
Okay, your foot. I mean, yeah. I was about to pull out
Why'd
my
you
feet,
do
and
that?
they don't look that great.
I got it. So when me and Carrie were in New Orleans, I got us massages, and then she got us mani pedis.
Who's that? Your girlfriend?
It's my ex-wife.
Your fingernails
Recently?
too?
I did the fingernails too, but they're kind of growing out a little bit.
Wait, but you're friends with her? You just went to New Orleans recently?
Yeah, I like to say
Oh.
she's my girlfriend, but she says she's not.
But she's your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Whoa. So are you guys seeing each other again?
So we hang out a lot.
They bone. Wow. That's crazy. Why'd you get divorced?
Oh, that's that's such a long.
Oh, the dog. I thought he started
But
growling.
anyways,
Yeah.
point being, have you ever had a pedicure?
No.
So my feet are so sensitive. I'm very ticklish,
That's,
and
yeah.
so I'm in the chair like this,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't like it.
And then she went to do. It was an Oriental lady.
Asian.
I just got something in my eye.
Yeah.
And so when she went to do the bottoms, I just went nope, move on. Can't do it.
I could do hard pressure, but any like soft thing I couldn't do.
It was it legitimately. I'm literally going.
Was she like? Yeah. Was it hard though, or was it like a soft graze?
So when they do
when they file it.
So the filing is what was really getting me.
Yeah.
But when she went to do the scrub on the bottoms, I just said no.
So my dad.
Just move on.
My dad's 89 and he can't do his toes anymore. He just can't get down there.
Are they yellow?
Oh, they're really bad.
Yeah.
And so when I go back,
Fun guy.
we go get pedicures together. We get pedicures together, and I'll be like, I'll drive you if you'll pay for me. So we go get a pedicure. Me and my
He's down for it.
Yeah. So we go to this place. They're Korean, so we speak in Korean. I get to impress my dad, and I have a video from a few months ago, and he's like said 89, and they're filing his feet, and he's got a really good laugh, and he's like.
Can we watch it?
Yeah.
Can you
I'll pull it up.
Can she airdrop that to you? We gotta see this.
All right.
And he's an old Jewish man.
He is an old Jewish man.
Does he wear the hat?
Is that where you get it from?
What, the old Jewish stuff or the Jewish stuff?
Is your mom? So you're a real Jew though. Your mom's Jewish.
She died, but she was Jewish.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, she was a real Jew for sure.
So did you? By the way, did I hear you say? Do you speak Korean? You said.
I used to speak a lot better Korean than I still speak, but yes, I speak some Korean.
Were you teaching over there when you lived there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there for 7 years, so I
Holy shit!
So I learned to speak it pretty well. But then now, it's been 10 years since I left, almost 11.
Sam, where are you from again?
North Carolina.
Okay, you don't have an accent.
I was from Raleigh, which is like a lot of people weren't like I went to school with a bunch of people from like New York, and for some reason a lot of people from like upstate New York were there. So nobody really had an accent. I wasn't from like a rural area.
Were you in a private school?
No, it was a public school.
And that's where you grew up, though?
Mm-hmm.
And the first place you moved when you left home was here?
Was Chicago.
Okay.
I was in Chicago for like 4 years. And then
Where
moved
should I?
here.
So you started comedy in Chicago?
Sorry. Okay, got you. Yeah.
Did you start comedy in Chicago?
I started it a little bit in North Carolina. I did it in North Carolina for like a year. And
at Good Guys?
Good Nights.
Good Nights.
Yeah, Good Nights was like the club I started at. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
There's one more I'll send. I mean, I think the other one's
nice. I love videos, dude. I love watching fun videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially trans women.
Well, yeah.
I have trans.
Can I airdrop one of my favorites?
It's just guys kissing.
This isn't trans. No. Wait.
No,
Wait for the good part.
That's just Scott Fillmore kissing somebody.
Is that you? No, that's a different guy. It's me making out with Scott Fillmore.
Are your parents still in Raleigh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. Have you gone back yet to perform? Have you gotten to go back? And
not really. When I go back, I usually just like hang out with my parents for a couple days and then come back. Yeah.
My mom got to see me perform. I went and opened for Laser.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, in Arkansas. My uncle.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, I like this shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than guys kissing. It really is just not. Oh man.
Wait, why is it just? Oh, there we go.
That's how I felt. He looks so Jewish.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we show this?
That's totally fun. There's a second.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
he
man.
looks like he's having the time.
Oh,
Get rid of that.
And then there's another one that's short, but
It looks like he's having such a good time.
Yeah.
Was having
That's
such
how
a good
that-
time.
I love your
that
dad.
Was me.
Yeah.
That was me going.
My dad is
The man.
he's a very lovable character.
Yeah.
People really like
Is
my
he
dad.
funny?
He's super funny.
He must be. I mean, to
Do you want
to go do mani pedis and then laugh and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a bunch. I mean, do you want? Well, you don't have to watch more videos of my dad, but I have some fun videos of my dad.
Of doing what? More mani pedis?
Dancing.
Oh, let's see him dancing.
Yeah. I'll show you. Okay, do you want
Marilyn dancing.
Milton? Marilyn? Is
Milton's your
Well, I
dad's
was
name.
doing
Yeah.
a pun on Marilyn Manson.
Oh, Marilyn. Okay, I got it.
That was
I
kind
guess
of
I'll go
close.
fuck myself.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I have all these videos. It's funny, like I have videos of him dancing. Oh, here's one. I'll give you a couple. Select. Well, it'll take me a minute, so we can talk about. My dad. Oh, he would have loved to have done stand up, but he grew up super poor. So like, he used to write, but I think he got some stuff published. But it was like, you get like $15 or whatever.
Right.
What would he write?
Just like fiction, nonfiction.
Oh, that's cool. Like short stories for like magazines or whatever.
Yeah, back in like the 70s.
Oh, that's super cool.
And I think for whatever reason, he just decided like, well, I'm not gonna make it, so I'll be practical. And then
what did he end up doing for what did he do for a living for like his like?
He had like a bunch of careers. So he like he worked first in mathematics and engineering. So he ended up working at IBM, like in upstate New York.
Oh, that's is that the tape making company?
IBM?
Yeah.
They make computers.
The computer company?
They would use like paper punch cards like early computers. They
so
would be
funlike IBM
physical.
is like the original pioneer of computing.
Yeah.
But it's so funny that
So because when I was a millwright for like a year or so, and we would go to this tape making company.
Right. You're thinking about 3M? You're thinking about 3M?
You're talking about sticky tape.
Yeah.
You're talking
so
about
funny.
tape you used to stick shit. With too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
And we would have to just move machinery around. It was like the stupid. I hated it. They hired me to be the lead welder
Because everything was sticky. It's hard to move that fucking thing stuck to the floor.
You guys got all this tape on it.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
No, that's funny. That joke stuck.
Hey.
There's one that I love that I can't find that's driving me fucking crazy.
Give me one of those.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Nice. That's the spirit. Hell yeah.
I'm better than you guys. I'm not drinking.
Are you sober?
No, I just like drink probably like once every couple months.
Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I used to drink too much when I lived in Korea.
Wait,
what do they drink there?
Soju.
What, a beer?
Beer and soju.
What's soju?
Soju is like that. Like it's like paint thinner, basically.
Pull it up.
It's like like hooch or like.
No, it's like a vodka almost, but
No,
it's made.
get rid of the fucking guys kissing.
Oh wow, there's 3 of them this
I
time.
don't want to see that.
This is 50% better than last time.
So is this a?
That's a gay math joke.
Is it a beer? Soju is a clear
It's a liquor, right?
and
Yeah.
colorless. Yeah, alcoholic beverage traditionally made from rice, but later from other grains.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. You just
So is
do
it-
shots of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do shots of it. You can mix it, but it's just they've made it taste pretty neutral, and they flavored it. And I had some recently, and I was like, "This is such a lie." Because
What's
when
the
I
biggest comparison you could give
probably
it?
vodka, but
Okay.
like not smooth. But now, like I said, they made it much smoother. When I lived there, you drank it and you suffered, and it was like
like
burns.
Malort. It's like when you
it was
drink
like
Malort.
brutal. Yeah, it was like you just have to, and we would get like fucked up. And and be up till 4 or 5 in the morning, sleep all day. They go to work at 2 p.m.
You don't sip it, right? It's just fucking.
Yeah, you shoot it. Yeah. I mean, you can't. Like, I don't know why you would sip it.
Did you were you hanging out with a community of other whites or
What?
was it?
The whites.
Expats in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Korean friends too.
Why
but
did you move there?
to teach English?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and to not go to law school. Okay, I'm gonna send 2 videos here. One's of my dad dancing. One's of him on the day of the election. I made him basically this past election day. The not election day.
Who did your dad vote for, and who did you vote for?
I was
and
wanting to
why?
ask that.
Well, yeah. See if you can guess. On early the first.
Kamala Mala.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, no, he does. He does think Kamala's great. But on the first day of early voting, I took him to vote, and he can't like walk forever or stand in line forever because he's so old now. I just sent you the thing. So I was like, all right, stay in the car. I'm gonna we'll bring your cane because he doesn't really use it much. But I was like, bring your cane. we're going to cut to the front of the line. So I
there you go.
parked us in the handicap spot. The line was all the way around the street. It was like 2 hours for early voting. And I went in. I was like, wait here. And I went in. I was like, my dad, he's elderly. He can't.
My dad's old as shit.
He is.
We need to skip the line.
And they were like, yeah, just bring him to the front. And I went to get him. And he's actually been doing better with his walking recently because he fell on his face and broke his nose earlier this year.
Aww.
But as a result, he can't taste as much, so he's not eating as much. So he's lost weight, which has made him healthier. And so, because when you retire,
kind of a win-win.
yeah, kind of a lose-win. Yeah,
lose-win.
exactly. And so, but anyway, I was like, listen, when we go in here, don't fucking show off. Don't show. Look, I can still. I'm like, you better look fucking pathetic when you go vote.
Really ham it up.
Oh yeah, and he loved it. He did such a good, because everybody was looking at him. So he was like with his cane, just struggling, and everybody's like parting. Sure, sir, go ahead. And they were like, thank you so much for coming to vote. Here we go.
Christopher
So this is
barely
him.
walking.
This is him doing the walk.
Is this him acting?
Yeah, he's acting. He's acting a little bit. Oh, then sorry. This is a couple years ago. Him dancing. This is.
Whoa.
Hell yeah! Look at him go. And tell me,
So
please tell me.
he's over 80 here. Like
Please
85.
tell me
Yeah.
that he listens to this music regularly.
When I'm there, he puts on more music. He loves it.
I love that.
Dude, he's the man. This guy rules. I like that little yeah. He even dances. He's like, this was my dance when I was a teenager.
Oh man, he used to he was like, I would go to the Copa and we would get heavy, man. We get heavy, and I'm like, all right, I guess he'd be like, we used to, heavy pet, and I'm like, stop right there.
What's heavy pet?
Heavy
mean?
petting is like touching people over
That don't want to be touched.
No, people.
Or like,
We used to go to the
He's like,
Copa
he's
and
like,
we
I
would
used
just
to
rape.
rape women. I used to rape.
It was back in the day. That was before Me Too. We would just have a rape.
you can just
fest in
do
there.
whatever.
Honestly, I don't
So
even know why
funny.
women even went. We would just.
That's so funny that my dad would be bragging. He's like, I used to just rape left, rape right, rape. It was the good old days.
I don't know. Our hero was Woody Allen,
That was-
and we would just
Yeah.
we would go up there.
He loves
did
Woody
it,
Allen.
That
so
was back when
I
men
love Woody
were
Allen.
men.
Yeah. He
Not
loves
his
it,
movies so much, but I like
Right.
his.
His raping. Well, no. Heavy petting is a consensual act when you're like, when you're making out with somebody and you're like
Sounds bad.
over the clothes. You know what I'm talking about? Over the clothes,
Yeah.
like touching.
Like when you're in middle school.
Or
Like
even,
dry humping with hands.
You dry
Yeah,
humping, yeah.
grinding.
But even when you're like before you had sex with someone and you're kind of making out with them for the first time, and it's like before the clothes come off.
Yeah.
That's heavy petting. And so he's told me these
It
stories.
really sounds bad.
It's gross.
You've never heard that before?
No.
That's crazy.
Look it up.
never
Look it
heard
up.
that.
Look up heavy
pull
petting.
up two
Heavy
guys kissing,
petting
please.
is what I do to Bill every morning.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Like I'm daddy's little retard.
But so he'll
Are you
tell
gonna
me
do
these.
5 guys kissing?
What is that? The kissing thing again?
No, heavy petting.
Erotic contact between two people involving stimulation of the genitals.
Erotic means sexual, by the way.
But you're reading so well, by the way.
But stopping short of intercourse. I told you I'm a good reader.
I'm totally kidding right now when I'm complimenting you on reading the internet.
I'm a good reader.
I am a good reader. So yeah, so he'll be like, we were heavy petting, me and the big blonde. He has like an ex that he used to call the big blonde because she was like 6 foot or something. And
Oh.
I'm not like, yeah.
Scandinavian.
Yeah. But he's like, we were steaming up the window. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? I am your daughter. And then he calls me a prude. He's like, but you've seen my stand-up.
Prude law.
Prude Law, like Jude Law.
Yeah.
That one was so. Oh, look at the time. I gotta get going.
Rylan, how was that one? Wait, what? Prude law? Come on.
Instead of Jude Law, he's punning over here.
Hey, you're Jude Law, like
I'm
with a J-E-W.
Jew Law, they call me.
Julia. All right.
I'm not a pun guy. I was trying to think of another Jew pun. What's it?
They call me the Punisher.
The Punisher. My dad would go, I'm a poet and don't know it. Rhyme every time. It's how you have these like trigger things that your parents said when you were a kid, and somebody says something similar, and you're like, get out of my house. Like he used to say, that. Or I go, hi, where we going? He go, going crazy. Want to come along? And to this day, if he says it, I'm like, you gotta. Like, I just can't hear you say these corny jokes.
You know what my grandpa used to say to me?
What?
Don't
So
say
I would
it.
say
I
it's
would
not,
get- yeah.
yeah, he goes,
Blacks are out of control. No, so I would get off the school bus and I'd go, "Where's Grandma?" And he'd go, "She went up in a balloon."
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And this guy thinks
I don't-
he's
what-
superior to other races.
What does that
Isn't
mean?
that so funny?
Like he'd be like, "She's not here. She went up in a balloon."
Yeah, it's just nothing. It's just like a nothing thing to say. But isn't it so funny that
Yeah.
people say
that was your grandfather?
these like dumbass jokes, and he's like, "But these Mexicans are taking over," and you're like, "But what are you contributing, Grandpa? Terrible jokes."
I have a funny thing that I like to say that never works on stage.
What?
The blacks, while out of control, are often very talented.
Yeah, it's like a headline from the 50s. Yeah. That's the first white guy that found out about Miles Davis.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, say what you want about him, but this one can blow.
They can really dance
Yeah.
well.
Well, that's like who was it? The Seth Meyers joke about Donald Trump before Trump ran or before Trump was elected, when it was like Donald Trump says he's got a great relationship with the blacks, and if unless the blacks are a family of white people next door, then I think he's mistaken. That was the roast that Seth Meyers, he destroyed Trump. And,
yeah,
and,
that's a fine. It's whatever.
Oh,
It's
I thought
whatever.
no, because you see Trump and he's sitting there and he's steaming.
Oh, the reaction to
Oh,
all
The
right,
actual
reaction's
roast
funny.
of him, like on Comedy Central.
No, it was at the White House press correspondence dinner
Oh,
when
not
Obama
the
was
setting of
president.
it. Oh, okay.
But it was so funny because it was like all the Democrats, myself included, were like, "Fucking loser! Look at this fucking!" And now,
Yeah, he really
What hap-
internalized that. And
Yeah,
he's
oh
like
my
Michael
God.
Jordan of politics, kind of. Because
Totally.
if anyone makes fun of you, you're like, I'm gonna fucking ruin your entire.
there is something to someone who you're like, "Oh, fuck this guy," and then he's like, "I'll fucking show you," and then he does.
Yeah, just spite.
Yeah, and then they get rid of him, and then he comes back.
I
It's
mean,
like,
it
Jesus.
is wild.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, I don't care
it's
about
like
politics.
when Jordan went to play baseball and he went to be a normal guy and then he sucked at that and then now he's like, I'm just gonna be the president guy. I guess they didn't
then
make
he was,
Jordan
And then he's like,
play
I guess
baseball.
I'm just gonna golf.
Yeah.
Because
Was he good at
apparently
golfing?
apparently he's like a big time golfer.
Yeah.
And he
seems good at
bets.
anything.
How was
yeah.
he at
And I've
baseball?
heard
He was not good.
No, but they just let him in.
Right.
They literally just went.
We're gonna sell
It's Michael
tickets.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, sells so much like, tickets, just merchandise,
He
everything.
played for the Orioles, I think, right?
I don't know.
Isn't that? Can you look up who Michael
Pull up
Jordan?
Michael
played
Jordan
baseball?
kissing guys.
Yeah. Now he's got them fucking cataract milky eyes.
Does he?
Yeah, like the same ones with that fucking Bill Cosby have.
Yeah, dude. Bill Cosby looks nasty.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen Bill Cosby since he got out of
Yeah,
He's
he's got
not
he's got. You ever see like a dog with a fucked up eye?
like
like
He's
gray.
got all those skin
Wait,
tags.
look
too.
up
By
Bill
the way,
Cosby now.
By
Imagine
the way,
waking up
hey,
and seeing that guy over you.
Can you
Dude,
look
have
up-
you guys ever
no.
seen the video?
That's horrible.
Have
no,
you
no.
ever? Have you ever seen the video
even
of
imagine.
him
You
when
don't
he
have to
got
imagine.
acquitted and he's getting out of jail and he just goes, hey, hey,
What
Yeah.
really?
hey. Yeah, look up Bill
Oh my
Cosby
God.
No,
coming out of
This guy
court.
raped over 50 women
Like
and
saying,
he's doing catchphrases.
Dude, he gets released or whatever, and he just in front of the camera he just goes, hey, hey, hey.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
that's insane. Wait.
Oh my God. Wow.
How funny is that?
That's wild.
Yeah, that's so confusing.
Yeah,
It's almost like
literally.
he doesn't have any remorse. It's almost like he doesn't even care.
Dude, and then you've all.
I mean, he has to be a sociopath.
He's for sure.
Oh,
sociopath.
100.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know what's crazy is he's got these bits. So did y'all watch the documentary about him?
No.
No.
So I watched it, and they show you his old material where he's
Well,
talking
the Spanish
about
Fly
the,
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, that I know. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's literally in the album.
Yeah.
He's basically saying that he drugs women
Yeah.
and fucks them.
Yeah.
And everybody's like,
was
he's
the
so,
70s.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's so
It was
funny.
a different time.
Yeah, Spanish
like,
Fly. Yeah, you got
rape
any
is still
American?
rape.
Yeah, seriously, it's so crazy how it's like you could think that. Well, if I have sex with her and she's sleeping, she's not fighting.
Right.
That's not rape. You know.
He doesn't even remember it.
Yeah.
It's almost a victimless
Yeah,
crime.
it's like I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
It's so horrible.
If she's not awake to feel it, did it really happen?
Yeah.
Right. If a woman gets raped in the woods.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, he's horrible. But yeah, he's got to be a sociopath because at the same time that he was saying that, he was like, "Black people, pull up your pants." Like,
pull up your pants. Stop cussing so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go rape a bunch of women.
Yeah.
I love the the bit where Eddie Murphy's like, "Why don't you shut the fuck up, have a smile and a Coke?"
Yeah.
That's so funny.
About Cosby?
Yeah, because Eddie.
I think they all hated Cosby.
He has a bit where he says he calls up Cosby, or Cosby calls him and tells him to quit cussing so much and not be dirty.
Right.
And he was like, "Why don't you just have a fucking Coke and shut the fuck up?"
Right. That's great.
Like,
Yeah.
Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
The audacity of a serial rapist.
Yeah, just to have to be like this kind of moral, like whatever.
But also, it's like you think that he's making black people look bad. I mean, obviously, it's not like what Cosby doesn't paint all black people as like serial rapists. But it's like if someone's actions have the worst effect on the culture, is it Eddie Murphy or is it Bill Cosby? Out for this. This is why I hated when Weinstein.
I just hate dirty language.
But, I hated that Weinstein was Jewish. I hated that Epstein was Jewish. I hated that because I was like, damn it.
Making us look bad.
Yeah, the whole...
Plus all the tunnels and just...
Yeah.
I hated that Hitler was a straight white male. I hated it with a little dick.
He wasn't really Jewish.
He wasn't Jewish.
I thought his dad was a Jew.
No, it's like a rumor.
So I just watched his...
it's funny to call that a rumor.
His album? You just watched his comedy album?
No. Dude, there's this new documentary about the Nuremberg trials.
Right.
That is... phenomenal documentary.
Where's it?
It's on Netflix.
But
it's Hitler and the Nazis and the death trials.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
What a title. Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Hitler and the Nazis and the death trials.
Dude, it is one of the most fascinating documentaries that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And
it sounds like a band. Hitler and the Nazis.
And the Nuremberg trials. Featuring the Nuremberg trials.
Look up. There it is. Hitler and the Nazis, Evil on Trial. That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. And dude,
really?
I mean, if you like documentary, you gotta watch this.
But is this like one of the Netflix documentaries, or is this like someone else? Because sometimes Netflix makes like kind of those like churn it out AI style documentaries.
No, this is actually playing real footage from the trials. But it's got the actual audio,
right?
And then they just have.
But someone dove deep into it. Right?
Yeah. It's like 6 episodes.
Okay.
So here we go.
It is fucking awesome, dude.
Let's see.
Like they redid all the the quality of it, and then they do. But then they also mix in where
they added color.
Yeah, and where they mix in actors. So
to act out the trial.
Yeah, but the audio from it is all real. It's the actual audio, so that's real.
Yeah.
So what happened was the guy that made this documentary.
Wait, what happens in the end?
Well, so I mean, it's
I'm just
nuts.
fucking kidding.
But
yeah, what was it about it that?
So it's about the trials. It's about all that. So like 25 of all of the people that worked with Hitler were all on trial for war crimes,
and they were almost all executed, right?
They pretty much almost all of them got executed. Yeah, there was a couple that got off with just prison for life, but I mean, they all and everyone's argument, and they had a lawyer that was defending them. And everything was all that. Well, we were just doing what we were told.
Yeah.
Like they all tried to be like we didn't know what else to do.
Which is like
it's a dude. You gotta watch it. It's
I will watch
awesome.
it.
That is sorry.
Well, I love that you're like, oh, let the Jews speak.
Yeah.
You know the book Mein Kampf that he wrote?
Yeah, apparently it was him just rambling.
He specifically names my family in the book.
Whoa,
really?
Yeah, the Ellenbogens. It's like in the index. I read it recently. My dad always told me that.
These fucking elbows.
Well, my dad.
These elbows that are ruining the country.
My dad told me that, but I was like, I don't know. And then Sunset Strip Comedy Club had Mein Kampf because someone used it for Good Evening News, so they left it as a prop in the green room.
There's an actual copy of it there?
Well, they gave it to me as a gift. I said, can I keep it? And they were like, you know what, for you. And I looked it up, and I was there. Like the name was there. So then...
like from not just your last name, but your specific
There's
family?
not a lot of Ellenbogens.
Sure. Okay.
Like, so that's, I guess the idea I would assume that it was my family. I mean, he said that they were politicians. I don't really know. And this was in Germany, and my family, a lot of them were in Hungary. But it's like Jews, there's just, how many fucking Ellenbogens are there? There's not many left today. There's some in like California, I think there's a couple in Texas. But he said that like he worked with them and working with the Ellenbogens and the Adlers, and he mentioned all these other names. He was like, I realized
Joel and Ethan Cohen.
He's like, I realized that the Jew was no German, and basically had to be treated as like an outsider.
Right.
But yes, I've been trying to do a joke about it. That I'm like, can I get like royalties?
That's funny.
But then
Credits.
it's like, you
might recognize this next comic from Mein Kampf. Everybody.
Use it as a credit. She's been mentioned in Mein Kampf. She's performs all over Austin.
My thing about the royalties though is I'm like, I kind of want royalties, but then I'm like, damn it, was he right? Like almost like 100 years later, I'm like, can I get some money for this? And he's like, these fucking shiesty Jews. Yeah.
So in the documentary,
yeah,
they do. So it's a big deep dive on his own personal. Starts from him being a failed artist in Austria, and follows the whole thing to him becoming Hitler, what he was.
Who he was. Yeah,
it is fascinating.
Yeah,
but it all happened because he was good at fucking talking.
Well, this is why people are afraid of Trump.
Like,
I mean, and I'm not comparing Trump to Hitler, but I'm just saying people can do anything when you just talk them into it.
If you're charismatic.
Yeah.
And so apparently that Mein Kampf book is so they don't talk about this in the documentary, but I know it is true. He was like tweaked out on amphetamine.
He was on a lot of stuff.
And opium. Like he was getting shot up daily with all these drugs.
Yeah.
That's why when you see him at the end of his life, he had to keep his hand on his side because he was so fucked up.
Really?
Yeah. But they don't talk about that in the documentary, which I thought was kind of gay that they didn't fucking bring it up.
It was gay. That's the right word for it.
Hitler was gay.
Just lame. Just fucking lame.
Right.
And so apparently Mein Kampf is just him in his... He wrote it while he was in prison.
Yeah.
And he was just on one.
Right after World War I?
Something happened.
Why was he in prison?
Because he tried to kill some other...
Didn't he try to overthrow something?
He tried to just go into the courthouse or whatever and just be like, now I'm in charge. And then they arrested it.
Oh, no, that's not how this works. Because I'll show you.
Dude, the judge loved him so much that he gave him the lightest sentence that he could and put him in a basically apartment that was his prison. And he just wrote Mein Kampf. And it's just him just rambling about how the Jews.
Yeah.
Like, it's
like schizophrenic.
It's fucking nuts.
But it's it does sound a lot like what's happening now in different ways. It's funny. There's just so like if you're Jewish, like my Jewish friends, like everybody's freaked out for different reasons. But it's like
about Trump.
Not even about Trump, but about how things are.
Like culture, yeah.
So it's like people who are anti-Israel, that's one thing, but then they're also like using it as a way to saying Zionist, like the black Israelites, you see them sometimes.
They're a nightmare.
Yeah, and they hate fucking Jews. They call themselves
hate white people too.
Right. But they call themselves like the real Israelites, the real Jews or whatever, but they've always hated Jews. And they were the only ones who ever said Zionist, and then of course like deep state conspiracy theorists, whatever. So I grew up being like, oh, there's those fucking crazy guys, Zionists. But then now it's like in the mainstream, everybody's saying Zionist, and it's like, I know what you mean. They're like Zionists are cheap, and Zionists they control the world, and you're like, you're just not saying Jew, but you can't just come up with a different word and be like, no, this is about Israel. It's like, we're not stupid,
Sounds like anti-semantics.
Right. Okay. but anti-semantics would actually be.
Made you second guess it though. Didn't it?
No.
Semantics says.
There you go.
But and then of course the Trump stuff, because he kind of like, you're like, what is it? What does Trump think of Jews? He's like, I love the Jews. I love them. They got to stop running the media. Like it's like
and they better stop. Like, they gotta stop.
Yeah,
I can't do Trump.
I hate
the weather's bad.
Yeah. In Mar-a-Lago, it's never been so bad.
Western North Carolina is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, that bullet was gay.
That bullet was Jewish.
Must have been a Jew bullet.
Yeah. It barely got me. It tried though.
They clipped me.
Yeah.
It was a little to the left.
Talk about Mein Kampf.
Mine ear. Because Mein Kampf means my head, you know.
Oh, I thought it was
my
struggle.
It does, but Kampf literally is head. Like a Scheisse Kampf is a shithead, I believe.
Like
nice.
suffering or like.
How many languages do you speak?
No, I know Mein Kampf because every Jew knows about Hitler.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well,
And why is that?
He's our patron saint.
He was a bit of a bad guy.
It's Hitler on one of the the Mexican Catholic candles, with the little, and you burn it because your friend died on accident in a drive-by. Sorry.
Yeah, I believe it means my
It was a
my headache.
drive-by.
Yeah, drive-by. Is that supposed to be?
I was trying to do a Jew accent.
Drive-by. We all have a speech
Yeah, that's-
impediment.
It bombed.
That's just a little boy. You just did a little boy.
What are we talking about?
That's
Yeah.
not bad, actually. Yeah, you sound.
What is that, velvet?
those Jews. They always want uppies. You're just thinking of children.
They want piggyback rides.
Man, this has been a Jew-heavy thing.
I know. Yeah.
Rylan, what are we at right now?
About an hour.
Oh, nice. Do you guys want to do plugs?
Plugs.
You go first.
I guess pick up my book Mein Kampf. No, I'm.
I have a copy of it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I'm
upload
trying
it.
to sell it online.
No, dude.
Hitler,
Trump kissing fucking Hitler.
Hitler kissing Snoop Dogg.
Oh, get it off.
All of them.
Get it off. Is that Stalin? It's fucking.
I guess just my Instagram, Eve Elbow. That's my plug. That's all I really
Got
have
any
right
shows? You don't have any shows coming up or anything?
now. I do. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple of recordings. So one is gonna be at East Austin on Tuesday, December 17th. And I'll have some.
What are you recording?
Just me doing 30 or 40.
Oh, that's
but I'll
cool.
have.
You're gonna put it out. I guess like a mini special. I guess that's like a full
Well, I'm just
special
gonna
now.
Nowadays, that's kind of
Yeah.
considered.
A
That's
special.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to put it out unedited. I'm going to do it more for clips,
clips.
but I'll
there
try
you
and
go.
put out a big chunk, and then the same thing. I'm doing another one February 14th because I do. That one's gonna be Velveeta Room.
do you have a YouTube? What's your
I
YouTube?
do have a YouTube. It's just Eve Ellenbogen. I don't put shit on it, but that's the plan is to put shit on it. That's why I'm
Gotcha.
recording
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. My YouTube has nothing.
Well, it's I look at your dad with his bees, and it's
Killing it.
do you know what I mean? And I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I have all this
I'm supposed
Hitler
to
content.
do this.
Yeah, exactly. This is my seriously.
The thing I'm supposed to.
Yeah, and no
So
offense
you're
to
not
Fuck your
comic.
dad, dude.
I mean, your dad's great. You know what I mean? That's great that I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's
So-
killing it.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, seriously. So now making me burpy, because my carbonated.
They call me Burp Reynolds.
That one's okay. That one's pretty funny.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
You
That's
got.
what we've been waiting.
Yeah. All right, podcast over. Yeah.
Hey, Eddie Burpee.
And,
right,
no,
man.
Burp
Oh,
Reynolds is
I
better.
ruined it.
Yeah.
I ruined it. Damn it.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. Just Velveeta Room on Valentine's Day or East Austin, December 17th at 9 p.m. Come watch me work my magic.
Yeah,
you
go
know?
see. It's very funny.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite female comedians I've seen. 100%.
You know when it's a compliment, but it still hurts? You know what I mean? When it's they mean it. They think that they're saying a good thing. And then you're like, but why do I feel bad? That's after a great show, some guy will come up to me and go, oh man, my girlfriend thought you were so funny.
That's so funny.
And I'm like, really? Because I remember you.
I meant it as a nice thing.
Yeah, I know. It is. The guys are best female comic. It's being best, retarded. Sorry. But it's just that's what.
Oh, you're like well spoken for a black guy.
Yeah. That's like totally.
I can actually understand everything you're saying.
Because I don't like, sure, with the female comedians, it's like you think about it in terms of spots because it's like that's how they book lineups. It's like we got 2 chick spots, and you're like, right. But the truth is, like, I'm not comparing myself to women only. I'm trying to be better than all you bitches.
Well, hey, you're funnier than a lot of fucking dude comics that I know.
Well,
no,
let's
I
not
know.
be fucking crazy.
Listen, I know. What was that?
That was a half one. That was an anger burp.
Yeah.
That one surprised me.
That one was stuck there from his father's.
It felt like a.
That was the fart that your father took.
That was like a queef burp. You know what I mean? It's like a weird. It's like that doesn't sound like.
That was how
supposed to.
girls burp.
Like that, like a little bubble. So I'm your favorite one of your favorite comics in Austin. I'll just take it that way. I'm gonna write it for you, and you.
Let me
can say
rephrase it.
Yeah.
You are a very funny comedian.
Oh my God! Stop trying to fuck me.
Comedian.
Thank you. I don't think I've seen you still.
I just did 35 minutes.
Just now here on this podcast.
Yeah. No, last Saturday.
Where?
All the ones I get to do long ones are always out of town.
Okay.
This was in Elgin,
That's great.
Texas.
I'm sure you're
At a
funny.
bar.
I have a feeling.
Yeah,
I feel it
I'm
inside.
okay.
Yeah.
He's got a nice head of hair for now.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it holds on.
Best burps in town.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you got the fun little mustache thing.
Yeah, it's from ketamine.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You did put so much shit in your nose. It made the left side of your nostril white.
Yeah. The left side of your mustache is aged. It's like, I can't do it anymore.
What's ironic is I only snort in the right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's weird that it's over there.
Really? I've always heard that from the left. Like Coke people will be like,
What,
the
Democrats?
Left,
Yeah. Pussies. Yeah.
Yeah, I get fucking fair trade cocaine.
Coke sucks nowadays.
Dude, I can't do it anymore.
I've done it 3 times in my life, but that's it.
Yeah, you're not missing out. Well, where can people find you at, Sam?
Sam Prickett Comedy, I think. Sam Prickett Comedy on Instagram. I don't know. I get booked last minute on everything, so I don't have any shows. That to plug. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm gonna come out with something hopefully within like a year that hopefully is good. So
Well, you can also catch him every Sunday at Mothership. That's when the crew show is.
it's Monday. Yeah, Monday. I don't know. That place doesn't need fucking publicity.
Well, you can
But
still see though.
you're on there.
Yeah, you can see me there. There.
funny.
I'm going up there a couple times a week, and Sam Prickett Comedy Instagram. That's
Hell
it.
yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys coming, taking the time to come on the podcast. Guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, The High Noon Podcast. We're also on Instagram, and you can follow me at Mason Smith Comedian. And Rylan, go see Rylan with his fucking awesome band. It's a tribute band. It's not a cover band. It's a tribute band.
Take it very serious.
Battle of the ATX. It's a Rage Against the Machine cover band. They're fucking awesome. Rylan shreds. Rylan, what's your Instagram?
Ryland Ingram.
Rylan Ingram. Go follow him. Thank you, Rylan. Thanks
for having,
guys.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks, man.
Howdy, partner. Thanks for tuning in to High Noon with that wily coyote, Mason Smith. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all platforms. We'll see you next week on the Dusty Trail for more hijinks and fun.